Electricity, this strange contraption to power your Nintendo 64. People take advantage of electricity without even trying. During some everyday uses, we have no idea we even use electricity. Things such as cooking ramen, Mom, I don't know what to do here. Mom. Taking a shower. Ew, I hate this song. I still shadows if I can't take back the love that I gave you. Or even breathing, for some people. But how do we get electricity to our house, besides your dad paying the power bill? Today we're going to be talking about the movement of electricity, like moving into our house, or batteries, and a couple other things. First of all, how do we get electricity, you may be asking? Well, we need a generator to generate electricity. The best way that I've found that works, that you probably should use too, is wind energy, specifically from Zula's Wind. Zula's windmill are by far the most reliable ones, the cheapest ones, and the coolest looking ones. But we aren't here to talk about how it's made, we're here to talk about how to move it. You know those giant structured robot looking things on the side of the highway or in the fields growing up as a kid? Those are actually power lines transporting power from different power plants to substations. Think of these lines as like a highway for electricity. Now let's talk about these wires. There's a lot of engineering and thought went into these wires. Okay, so the more wire you use, the more current you're losing. Think about if you're driving a car. You're going longer and you're using more gas. That's basically what happens with the electricity in the lines. The longer you go, the more energy you have to use. We have come up with this simple solution to overcome this obstacle. Some transformers and power plants actually send up to 100,000 volts or even more depending on the distance just to get this wire from point A to point B. Most power plants are actually located far from civilization because they don't want to be next to civilized areas in case of like an emergency, and most people don't even like living in power plant areas. Another reason why they have to be far away is because land is cheaper, and also sometimes they require a lot of cooling, so they need to have like a lot of open air and all that. And from these power plants, they send them straight from the power plants to these substations. Sometimes you can see on the side of the road there's like a little power plant looking thing. Those are actually substations. What they do is they convert the high energy electricity, like the high voltage, to low voltage, like 110 volts, 220 or 240 or whatever, and send them straight to your house. They get sent around the city like through those giant telephone looking poles, or even underground. As you can sometimes see, they have wires sending straight into the ground. Electricity is just electrons moving from the conductive wire from point A to point B. These electrons basically power whatever you want. What it does is, so the battery is an open circuit from the positive and negative terminals, and the battery is storing all these electrons, and when you close the circuit, it's like saying on a smartphone, a battery. It goes all around the phone to power the screen, the camera, anything, and then goes back to the battery. And then it just circulates the electrons throughout the phone and powers the whole thing. Speaking of batteries, let's talk about them, shall we? Batteries are beneficial to all of the essential human needs, such as smartphones, laptops, and video games. The most common type of battery used in all of these things are lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries contain many layers of cobalt, graphite, yes, the same one used in pencils, and lithium. So how do the electrons from the battery go to the phone? So what happens is the electrons actually break off of the lithium cells and they circulate through the phones, creating electrons, basically called lithium ions. So that's why these are called lithium ion batteries. Batteries are very complex inside, and it's really hard to go into detail about it and very complicated, and I'm sure none of you guys really care at all, so I'm not going to go through too much detail about it. I'm just trying to show you that batteries are another way of moving electricity, which is very efficient, and without batteries, you're not going too far. These aren't the only way of moving electricity, but these are the most common ways and most efficient way. So that's all for today. Thank you everybody for watching me today, and I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you for your 13 years of experience in helping me grow up to become who I am today. I appreciate all the teachers that have helped me learn, all the nice ones, even the bad ones, the rude ones, the ones who wanted to watch me burn and fail. That I appreciate every last one of you guys, because it helped me become who I am, and it helps grow character. I honestly couldn't be more thankful for every last student and friend and anyone who I've encountered over these 13 years of schooling. Since there are only 2 more months left of this school year, you will probably never see me or these videos ever again. So if you really like them and are interested in these videos that I make, I don't make learning videos or much of that, but if you're interested in the style and me, I guess, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's kind of cringy to say, I'm sorry about this, but I just want to let you guys know that over the summer I'm going to be making a bunch of cool videos, and I was just hoping you guys, if you guys wanted, you could watch me my channel. My channel is called Epic Win Face Pie. It's kind of a silly name, but whatever. Sorry about the self-promotion, but see you guys in 10 years at our next high school reunion.